Good evening. My name is James White. This video is for my history class, week number 4. Today I will be talking about John Wesley and his influence. We were asked to pick from 3 different database sources for these articles or books that we found. I have chosen to use JSTOR, Springer, and Oxford Scholarship Online. Now, the article that I found through JSTOR was written by Henry D. Rack. It was called A Man of Reason and Religion, John Wesley and the Enlightenment. So I will put when I read the text, I will put the words up on the screen. The thing that caught my attention in the article by Rack was this. He said, Protestant theology since the Reformation, and especially in the 17th century, had been developed into an intricate scholastic system full of fine-drawn definitions, distinctions, and technical jargon. In the 18th century, there was a revulsion from this in favor of simpler, more moral, more rational, and indeed more exclusively biblical teaching. One of the things that I hope to share in my final paper is that Wesley was able to connect with the working man and the working class, not only in England, but in America and around the world. And therefore, that's how one of the reasons I believe that he had more influence than other ministers. Now, in the Springer database was an author named William R. Everdell, who wrote a fairly large book called The Evangelical Counter-Enlightenment. In this is what he had to say about Wesley. John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, began as a priest in the unawakened, even put in brackets, unwoke, Church of England, the established Protestant state church that Edward's ancestors had rejected. Wesley learned how to conduct missions from the Moravians, and later, when his ecstatic conversion came, rather quietly, in 1738, it came at a Moravian service. Methodism soon became independent of the Church of England and a worldwide movement. He also goes on to later say that because of the expansion of the British Empire, that Methodism grew to 60 to 80 million adherents, one of the largest Protestant denominations of Christianity. So, it may be true that one of the reasons that Wesley had such a dynamic impact in America and around the world was the British Empire, but I am going to focus on the fact that he was able to connect with the common person. He was able to connect with the working class people. He wasn't trying to sound educated. He wanted to appeal to the masses. The last article was on the Oxford Scholarship Online database. The author was Richard P. Heinzenrader. The book itself was called The Oxford History of Protestant Dissenting Traditions, Volume 2, The Long 18th Century. And this comes from Chapter 5, which was simply titled The Methodists. I will put this up on the screen when I read it. As the Wesleyans grew from a small group of students at Oxford University to a larger connection of primarily working-class people that covered the British Isles, they developed a distinctive set of practices that differentiated them both from the Church of England and from most other religious sects or factions of the time. Methodism has often been classified among the dissenters in English ecclesiastical history, largely because of their separation from the Church of England 4 years after Wesley's death in 1791, but there were activities before the end of the century that made that distinction come to mind. So one of the main reasons that Wesley had such a profound impact, him and then later Francis Asbury and the rest of the Methodist movement, is their ability to connect with the working class. I believe that some of the other more distinguished theologians who were um, trying to write a comprehensive theology would write things that, quite frankly, the average American and the average British citizen, it just went over their head. It was way too uh, intellectual, and it didn't connect with people in here the way that Wesley and later Asbury did. So that is my subject for today. This is not a normal video for this channel. I will be making a regular video tomorrow based on this book right here, John Wesley's Theology Today, written by Colin W. Williams. The ironic thing is I read most of it like 12 years ago, and I'm in the process of moving, which is why this is late, so I apologize ahead of time. But I will cover that material tomorrow. It was interesting. I was looking through the notes earlier, and I may use this as a source for my final paper. So if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone who's a subscriber here. We just got a couple new subscribers, so welcome aboard. And just want to say thank you for watching. I love you guys, especially my subscribers, and I hope you have a great day.